Hi, and welcome back to Tundra Sounds. So today we are going to take a look at these effects strips here, or sliders, or whatever you call it. And we will take a look at how we can create different transitions to the beat, between beats and stuff like that, and how you change the destination from these sliders, okay? So this is the beat, and I have created a song out of this beat actually. You can find it in Spotify actually. It's called Alpha Male. You can just search for Tundra with an H. Tundra with an H, okay? So, and Alpha Male. Or in the description or in the end of this video. So let's get back to business. I will hold down the shift button, hold down the playback button, and let's see, we will be in 16 beats. And as you can see, these sliders already have effects on them, so I will turn off the effects on all of these sliders. Yeah, so beat effect 1. I can make slider position 1, slider 1. This is slider 1. Do changes to something, okay? So let's say I wanted to do changes to the high pass, the cutoff or something. Yeah. So I will use the high pass cutoff here, and I want it to be in, let's see, slider 1 position plus, because that means this is neutral and this is neutral and this is high pass max. Okay, so let's take a listen to this. Okay, so this is the most basic way to create transitions between beats. A lot of DJs will probably use this technique. And we can do something more. We can do something to the envelope attack. And when I'm using the envelope attack changes, I want it to be in slider position, sorry, not slider 2, but slider 1 still. And I want it to be neutral when it's in the middle here. And it will be a sharper attack on the top here. It will be a super slow attack down here. So let's take a listen to this. Yeah. So that kind of sounds like when a DJ is turning the record backwards, like reverse or something, or just slowing it down. It sounds something like that. So that's these are cool tricks in a live session. You can use the high pass cutoff. You can use this the envelope attack, and you can even use the decay. Let's take a listen to what this does. Okay, so to make a short explanation on what the decay envelope and the attack envelope does to the sound, the attack it controls how fast the attack is, and the decay controls how fast the decay is. So the attack is the beginning of the sound and the decay is the end of the sound, more or less. Yeah, and it could be cool to have, let's say, the envelope attack here, and then maybe the high pass on the next one. So let's say slider position 2 plus will be the cutoff, for example. Okay, so something like this. You can of course do it in a much more musical way than I did. Yeah. And let's say I want to do something in effects 3 and effects 4. I can just hit the shift button and tap latch on here, and I will be in effects 3. So in the next effects here, I will be in slider position 3, or maybe pressure instead. Okay, so pressure, I have to make sure it says 3 here, because beat effects 3 has nothing to do with being in effects 3 here. It's this is just the different effects that you can create and assign here. The number you see here, on the other hand, is related to these numbers. Okay, so when it says slider pressure 3, it's when you press this slider and you're in effects 3, if that makes any sense to you. Okay, so let's make a slider pressure do something to let's say the resonance, for example. Okay, so in a way it doesn't do too much changes to the resonance. It does more changes to the resonance when you're in 34. It was kind of weird to me, actually. So let's well, I have to be honest, I haven't done a lot to the beat effects earlier, so I'm pretty new to this as well. The only thing you have to know here is that this section here is the destination. So this is where you want the slider to affect, or yeah. So if you wanted to do something to the envelope, you would want to change the destination to envelope attack or envelope decay. And here you will have to choose what slider does what. Okay, what slider does something to this destination. Okay, so the number here, slider 1, means you have to be in hold shift and slider 1. Slider 2, you will have to be in slider 2. It is in slider 2 now. So slider 3, you're in slider 3. Slider 4, you're in slider 4. Okay, so you can, if you want to do this changes fast, you can just hold down this one and tap the latch on button on the fly when you're playing live or something like that. So I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys out there knows a lot more about this than I do. However, this is me showing most of the noobs what you can do with the Tempest. So yeah. Yeah, maybe you don't agree, or maybe you have a few questions. Better like, subscribe, and have a conversation in the comment section. Yeah. Bye bye, and see you next time.